Guys, Simrova here. I am back, and this time we are doing a review on Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. Now, those of you who do not know, I am a Naruto anime fan, so I have played the entire series. I know all of the different moves, and I know the gameplay and just how everything works in the game. So, my input on this game is going to help you a lot if you haven't thought about getting it yet. But it's been out for quite a while, and most times there have already been reviews done, but I'm just doing it for fun. First, I'm going to cover the game modes in general, then I'll give a review at the end that sums up everything, so I kind of divided it up. The game modes include Story Mode, Adventure Mode, Free Mode, Online Battle, and Boruto's Tale, which is a DLC part of the game, which I'll get into that in a little bit. I'll also let you know what is DLC and what is not. So let's start with the Story Mode. Now, in the past, the Story Mode has been okay, but for this game, just a general overview, the Story Mode takes you into the feeds, puts you into the position of Sasuke and Naruto, who are the main characters. And you choose a path and it kind of divides up, so Sasuke's on the bottom and Naruto's on the top, and you just go through different battles from each of them. And the Story mode takes place after, I believe it's after Obito's mask is taken off, and it includes boss fights. They added some hack and slash parts to the game in story mode, and there are team battles, and you can unlock characters through it. Now, for the story mode, what did I like about it? I love the boss fights. Some of them were like Guy versus Madara, or the Ten Tails versus the Allied Shinobi forces, Obito versus Kakashi, and of course the Naruto versus Sasuke at the very end was very exciting. I would have to say the adrenaline rush moments were my favorite, which included the Ten Tails chasing you when you're in Kurama mode and you're in the Nine Tails form, and he's chasing you down this valley, and you're just running away, and he's shooting lightning bolts at you, and they're flying towards you. So I thought that was pretty fun. And another favorite was when you got to control Obito, and he was in rage mode, so he was murdering all the Rain Village people, because Ren, spoilers, it shouldn't be spoilers by now, but Ren got killed by Kakashi, and Obito saw that, and he just flipped out. So I was really excited to see that part in the video game. Now for the cons, the story mode still left me wanting more because they did a lot of anime picture moments, and they didn't actually animate it with the video game graphics. So you're left kind of unsatisfied because they literally just take pictures from the anime and just paste it, and they put words on the bottom, and they kind of move the pictures so it's not like you're just looking at a standstill picture, but it's still pictures from the anime, and it's a very lazy way to do the story mode, and that was a huge turnoff for me. And some boss fights were just way too short for me. Ninja Storm 2 did the best job of making boss fights longer, and this game had a mix of them. Some of them were long, but most of them weren't, and that was kind of disappointing. Okay, next mode, Adventure Mode. This takes place after the events of Story Mode, and you can play as Naruto, not Sasuke, Naruto, and then there are two DLC story modes for Gaara and Shikamaru. And basically, you get to run around the Leaf Village, and you can go to other iconic places like the Five Kage Summit, the Leaf Forest, the Rain Village, the Cloud Village, the Hidden Mist, pretty much any place the Sasuke, the Uchiha hideout area. So it's fun that you get to go to all those other places. Now, the pros of adventure mode. The Hidden Leaf Village is probably the most detailed village you get to run around in, and I love that aspect. It looks beautiful on the Xbox One, and I love the graphics in it. Now, you also have pop-in challengers where you're not just playing as Naruto the entire time, you get to choose who you fight whenever pop-up challengers show up. So that's fun, and I'm glad you get to play as different characters. Okay. Oh yeah, so they covered relationships, how they developed, like Naruto liking Hinata, and they kind of connected the dots between the time skip and the end of the Ten Tails battle thing. So that was fun that they connect the dots, like how Ino likes Sai, and just those relationships that they connect, so it kind of fills in the dot for that. And you can use bentos to make yourself stronger. It's basically just an item to make battles easier and less tedious, and that's something I liked. Some cons: most of the areas you go to, aside from the Hidden Leaf and maybe the Sand Village, most of them are small and confined. They're literally either just like a circle like this, and you can just, run around inside the area. But most of them are kind of cut and paste from previous games and just not very detailed. So I wish they had been more detailed. Adventure mode does a lot of flashbacks, and it sucks because Naruto's like, oh, I was a sad boy having the Nine Tails inside of me and people hated me, but now look at all the things that changed. Or if you're seeing the Gaara DLC, he's looking back at his time with Kankuro and how Kankuro said, oh, the people are going to love you as Kazekage, and the generation is moving forward. It's just kind of stupid and very redundant, which I don't like flashbacks, and most of us can agree to that, I'm sure. Online battle mode, I don't care for that. Some people do. I just suck at online battles, and I don't want to pay for it on Xbox Live for the membership. So I'm not going to do a review on that. Don't care for it. Free battle. Free battle mode has versus, has practice mode, survival, league, tournament, and that's about it. So some of the pros: survival is pretty fun. It challenges you and makes it, adds extra content. And I like how they set up different groups of people. Like they will have a theme of characters you will fight, like the Hidden Mist Swordsman or the Kages, the Five Kages. So I also like practice mode because you get to practice playing as all the characters, and you can make an awakening mode, which I'll talk about that later, last forever. And I love fighting in those big modes. Cons, there weren't any cons that I could see from it. Just kind of similar to the past games, and that's not a bad thing. I don't mind it. Now, for the overall gameplay, as in the controls, just to explain a little bit of it, basically, it's 3D environment. You can dash around in circles, moving around. You can chakra dash away from people and charge towards them. You can switch your characters. You can have up to 2 support characters in team matches. You can use ultimate attacks. You have the storm gauge, which each support character has a different way to help you. Sometimes they defend you. Sometimes they do extra attacks at end of combos. Or sometimes they throw extra shurikens for you. And that's pretty fun. You can also do awakening mode, which is where your health is kind of low, or oh, and you can charge up your awakening when your storm gauge is up and turn everybody into awakening mode all at once, and you can switch between all the awakenings, which I thought is really cool. And I think that's about it. That covers the general features you can grab. There are different combos that you can use. Oh yeah, and you can, when you're doing a combo, if you want to stop yourself, you can combo cancel and restart your combo, which is really helpful. And then there are substitutions. If you're just getting the crap beat out of you, you can use substitutions and you disappear and appear behind your opponent. Okay, the pros. Having played past games, switching characters is by far my favorite aspect of the game because I don't like having to play as the same character the entire time. So finally, they added that part. You can switch characters and do multiple awakenings. Love that. Chakra dashing, you used to not be able to charge all the way across the map to your opponent, and you just chakra dash to about there. But now they have a charged chakra dash, where if you hold down chakra dash, you do a full across the screen thing. So that's really helpful. Team ultimates are pretty fun. Again, that's some DLC content where, say you have all the Akatsuki members, you have a team ultimate that focuses on them, or if you have Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura on the team, they'll do a special unique ultimate jutsu, which is pretty cool. And overall, I enjoy pretty much. The cons, which is just more towards me, I never got used to the counter attack system, which is to break the guard of another person or something like that. But I just never got used to it. And character switching can be really annoying at times, especially when your enemy is doing it, but that's a good thing because that makes the game challenging. So I don't like it because it's confusing and it makes it harder, but that's something that you look for in the game because it makes it challenging. So that shouldn't be a problem. And drumroll, final verdict. I will give this an 8 out of 10, and this is a very generous 8 out of 10 for this game. Since I have played previous Storm games, I'm a little bit harder on it. If it wasn't for, you know what? I completely forgot about the Boruto's Tale DLC. The Boruto Tale DLC was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Boss fights, phenomenal. Overall, I would say it was worth getting if you're considering it. Okay, back to the sum up. If it wasn't for the Boruto Tale DLC, the abilities to switch characters, and the charged chakra dash, and the new characters, I probably would not have gotten the game and I would have given it a lower score. But hey, I enjoy seeing my characters, my favorite anime characters, fighting out on this game, and it looks beautiful. So for me, I enjoy it, and I would recommend this to those of you who like Naruto or you just want to try out a game that is crazy fun. Give it a shot. I'm sure you're going to love it. And yeah, so that's my review for Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. Leave your comments down in the section below if there's something else that stood out to you that you liked or something else that you didn't like. And if you enjoyed online battle or you didn't, feel free to comment about that because I didn't play it and some people might find it useful. So just use some comments down below. And thanks for stopping by, guys. And remember, this is Simra over here, and I'll see you next time, guys. Bye-bye now.